Hey, it's Guy B at Vital MX. We're here at the Dome at America Center for the second round of the 2020 Monster Energy Supercross Series. The dirt had already been inside for probably almost a month since there was a midget race here. Talked to the riders, and it's all pretty unanimous that this is their favorite racing surface of the season. Let's see what they're up to as they head into week 2. Okay, Justin, I like the slick new do.
Yeah, I decided to just get a little bit more, snare drum walking, just real combat, real boot camp right now. I'm just fired up. So everybody around the pits call me Sarge. I'm just trying to I'll tell you more seriously, honestly, it's just to grip my helmet better. So it's just pure function. Like that hair just wasn't complimenting my race day, so had to go.
You got a first crack out there. What do you think so far?
So far, I like this track. This dirt, I'm a big fan of. I rode back in 2013 at this track, and the dirt actually seems like it hasn't changed a lick. So, I think it's going to get loose, tomorrow, but we'll see, because it's definitely East Coast, kind of East Coast-ish dirt. So you just never know. But the corners are kind of pushing up. And so hopefully we get just a different factor like that, a little fluff at the top, maybe stay low out of that type of stuff. Different way of going around the corners would be nice this weekend.
So you get a chance to hop on the headset and get a couple tips here.
Yeah, we're a professional team, man. We really try to get as much information head to toe as we can. And TA in the stands taking a close look at everything. And this track I think is more on the simple side. I think we'll have sort of figured out what we're going to do, before we even hop on tomorrow. We'll probably know what the lines are, but it's still the best effort to try to make sure we ain't missing something.
Way to go, JB. Nice start to the season last week with a heat race win and solid main event.
Yeah, it was awesome. The first gate drop of the year is obviously there's some nerves there, and so I love that, though. I love that pressure of the first one, and I think that you kind of got to see that with me getting out front and able to win that first 450 heat. And it's cool to start it off that way, have first gate pick in the main. And then the main event, I thought it went really good for me. I think if I changed a couple little things, like the turn before the first set of whoops, I think if I clean that up, it's a totally different race, and probably end up on the podium. So overall, solid night. Once again, proved that I'm right where I need to be and where I belong, and just right there fighting with those top guys.
Sure you're 35?
I know, right? I got a lot of messages this week, you sure you're 35 or 25? It's funny, people talk about it, and I love talking about it, to be honest. I think could be an eye-opener for the 250 guys, or if a guy's a little later in his career and he's late 20s, he's still got tons of time, and I'm just thankful to still be doing it. I feel really, really good on the bike and fitness-wise, and just smarter than ever. I kind of know when to do certain things and when and how to manage my nerves and things like that. So, I don't really see any end in sight. Hopefully do it a few more years.
I think better safety gear, better doctors, better training, better kind of everything. I think that helps out.
Yeah, I think definitely all that helps, the training side of it and recovery side of it. But also, can't discount how late of a start I got. I didn't really start racing Supercross at a high level really till mid-20s. And a lot of people are, 8 years before that when they're 16, 17 years old. So then I was still playing stick and ball sports and in school and taking 6 months off out of the year because it was snowing in Iowa. So just my upbringing is definitely a little bit different and just kind of a unique way. And it's given me the ability to still be here at 35.
But you had a way better fro back in the day.
I did have a huge fro back in the day. And my mom used to always tell me, you have to cut that thing. And I was like, what, are you kidding me? And now I look back, I'm like, yeah, Mom was right.
Now I see it.
Yeah.
I like the assessment from last weekend. I felt like you were honest with it, and I know some people look at it and you're making excuses and this and that, but I thought that was pretty cool.
I even said in my post, I'm not using it as an excuse, but I can just fill you in what I've been feeling. But people understand, I've ridden the bike that way for a while, but I have also, when the tracks got rougher, been complaining about the struggles that I had. But at the same time, it was my decision as well to just kind of stick with it, go to Anaheim, see where we're at, and just go from there. Because you never know, you come to the races and things always feel a lot different, and everybody's always searching a little bit, and there's a million ways to skin a cat, so we made some little changes this week, but even then you have a couple of days and trying to rule some things out, things take time. We didn't make like huge changes, but at the same time, I think we had something better, but that's why I decided to do press day riding too, just to feel it out on the track and everything, get a little bit more time on it. Yeah, it was, obviously I got the speed and everything, and I've done all my work to be able to sustain 20+1, but at that point the bike was really riding me instead of me the bike, so I definitely had my struggles. So obviously it didn't work out like we all wanted to, but at the same time it's the first race, and I've won Anaheim many times and then nothing, so it's all about staying positive, and I kept doing my thing, and most important is that you have a plan going into the new week with the team and what you want to accomplish and what you want to achieve, and at the same time do my training to where I feel comfortable with going to the weekend. So that's what we have done. We're here at press day right now. The track's going to be a lot different. It seems like everything's super built up. The dirt's going to be a lot different. I know it was a soft Anaheim, but this dirt is a lot different. It seems a lot softer, and the jumps are a lot taller. So we'll see where that takes us.
Hey Vince, nice way to get the season started last week with a whole shot out there.
Yeah, 2 good starts, heat and main. So hopefully we can keep that rolling and just build off of it. Yeah.
Man, when you're out there, you get a good start like that. Are you playing offense or are you playing defense? You did have a little bit of a cluster of guys behind you there for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of both offense and defense going on. It's there's a lot of good dudes and the intensity's high. I'm trying to find that pace to run and stay up inside that top 5, top 3, and it's tricky. These guys are really good, and I feel like I definitely have it. It's a little bit of confidence and just knowing that I can belong there, things like that. But at the practice tracks, I have that speed, and I think I got everything it takes to be up there. It's just slowly working my way into the mix. I think sometimes I got to kind of make those guys realize that I'm one of them too, kind of got a little bit of a target on my back as like maybe an easy pick for a pass. So kind of changing their mindset, changing my own mindset, and just building every week. And I'm looking forward to the next 16 weeks and see what we can do here.
Man, there's a little more red in your program this week. What are all the accessories you've got this week?
Just having some fun with it. It's the first time I'm at the red plate, so figured I enjoyed it, and looking forward to this track. The dirt looks really good, and we're getting ready to go out and feel it out for press day.
What did I see? Gloves, grips, boots. What else do you have red?
Maybe goggles tomorrow. We'll see. But just having fun with it. I'm excited to run it, and it's cool once the first time is cool. Like once you see it on your bike, it's different than when you see it on someone else's bike. So enjoying it, and just really excited to get out here and ride this track.
All right, Dylan, first look at the track this week. What do you think so far?
I just made a really short look, but I mean, after the finish line, the tourism, the one before and after are pretty big, like really tall jumps. So we see, we're gonna ride in a couple minutes, but it looks pretty good. I mean, back in inside stadium, and I like it. Everybody said the dirt is good here, so can't wait to put my tire on and see how is it really, because I ride 2017 here, and I don't really remember how the dirt was and how the grip was, so we see.
How was your first week out there? You looked a little unhappy in the post-race press conference, just like, maybe let it get away a little bit.
Yeah, it's normal. I came with a red plate number 1, and last year I was AC and me, we were dominating everybody, and to get beat now that AC is not here anymore, to get beat was really frustrating, and also because I didn't ride really good. Like my technique wasn't good, so that's why I was really mad. It's not really the second place finish that affected me. It's really the way I rode, because I rode good all day, practice, each race. I was happy about the way I ride, and in main event I just want to do too much, want to go too fast, too quick, and I forgot how to use my technique and riding style, so I was losing time and made mistakes. So that's why I was really unhappy just by myself.
Should we chalk it up to first week jitters and a little bit of nerves for the first week?
A little bit, but honestly, was more the first practice. But after that was good. I was really stuck on my heat race because I got a good start and I rode on front and felt good. So no, not so much nervous, not so much stress or pressure was not too bad. But it's just me. I wanted to do too good, too quick, and I just didn't focus enough on my technique.
Right, Austin, you up here checking out the nets?
Yeah, looking where I'll end the tough blocks, looking where I shouldn't end up this weekend.
So what do you think? You know, when I talked to you last, we were still trying to figure out a penalty or no, but yeah, got a couple spots.
Yeah, they gave me a couple spots. It is what it is. They already had their mind made up whenever I walked in the truck to talk to them. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't really change it now, so it is what it is. I don't know if I should have been docked 2 spots, maybe just 1, but I mean, that's why they're the AMA and I'm not. So yeah, I mean, I mean, obviously should have just made a U-turn on the track and kept going and not went through the tough blocks. But I mean, that's the decision I made. So I guess I have to deal with it.
I guess it's part of a learning deal.
Yeah, just part of a learning deal. That's the first time that's ever happened for me. So you know, I mean, we talked to the AMA about some stuff. So I mean, I kind of know now at least. So.
What do you think for here?
Home track. I like this dirt. I've only ridden here once, but I remember I rode good, and the track. I like the track, so yeah, I'm excited. This is probably some of the best dirt of the season, of the year. I've ridden basically every track east and west, and this is some of my favorite dirt. So I'm pretty excited.
Were you happy with speed last week?
Yeah, honestly, all day up until the main, I was struggling a little bit. But then when the main came around, I was good. Even the heat race, I was pretty good. Obviously, I got taken out like 3rd lap or whatever, but I rode pretty good. Then the main was riding like I know how to ride. So I was happy with that, and yeah, just was a little bit off all day. Probably just nerves and jitters and stuff. It's been pretty long time for me. It's been going since the ACL thing last year, so I think it was just getting through that, and I think this weekend will be good.
Yeah, first round is always a little bit of nerves. This week should be a lot calmer.
Yeah, it's nerves for everybody, but I feel like for me, just for some reason, I was just a little bit extra on the edge, kind of just not comfortable, just, you know, not feeling that great. So this weekend, hometown-ish, home state stadium, good dirt, getting off the West Coast. You know, actually about one of the only races that's actually out of the West Coast. Like, most of them are all still like, you know, somewhat West Coast. This one's Midwest. So it's definitely a big change of pace, but yeah, I feel good, ready to go.
Well, can I offer you a pro tip?
Please.
Don't take next summer off.
Yeah, no, I don't plan on taking any time off this year as far as with injuries.
All right, Cameron, how about a first week report out there?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of positives, obviously. We were fast and should have been running up front, but had terrible starts and pretty frustrating. So we worked on that this week, and we're going to come out swinging here in St. Louis.
First week, you know, we can chalk up a little bit of stuff to nerves and excitement and new team energy and all that, right?
Yeah, honestly, like, I probably had the least amount of nerves that I've had in a first round ever. Like, I was excited. Like, I felt ready. I feel ready, and that was probably what was most frustrating in the main event, and even in the heat race, is that I myself didn't execute the start, and so, you know, that was on me, and we'll fix it this week though.
What do you watch more, stuff that's on TV or team video?
I watch the team video and figure out what there can be to be fixed, and then I just chill in between. Yeah.
Just figure out what to clean up? Yeah,
it's easy to overanalyze stuff and watch how this guy's doing that or that guy's doing this, but bottom line, you just got to do it. So, yeah, you can watch as much video as you want, but if you can watch it, realize what needs to be fixed or what someone else could be doing that's better than what you're doing, then, yeah, I think that's about all you need.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.